James. I'm the installer for Seashore Tile, and today we're going to be doing demolition. We have a multi-tool that we use to cut around the tub and the tile wall. Then we have a flat bar to pry the tile and the sheetrock off the walls. And then we have a hammer to break it up to make it smaller pieces or manageable pieces in order to carry it out. Then we have a drain tool remover, removes the drain from the tub. Alright guys, these are the walls we're going to be replacing today. Okay, today we're going to be doing demolition, which can be quite dusty. So we're going to hang plastic up above the doors. So we're going to be cutting at the edge of the tile, and we're going to be cutting all the way around the shower. What we're going to do is locate the studs so we have something to pry on and not damage any other material. Shot. The tile wall is also adhered to sheetrock. We'll remove all the tile and Durarock so we're able to remove the tub. Nail and pull all the nails out the studs. So what we'll be doing is installing a threshold, which is going to measure out to be 60 inches and 38ths of an inch. And then the purpose of it's for having the water stay in the shower and not run into the bathroom. I'm going to be putting a screw in to assure that the threshold does not move and it stays in its same place. And I'm putting it at an angle to make sure I go through the bottom plate and not hit the concrete. As you see, we've installed 1/2 inch Durarock all the way through, and we used 1 5/8 sheetrock screws. And we also installed a niche for your shampoo and body wash. Always make sure you tape over your drain so you don't get any concrete in there or any debris in your lines. You'll be back the next day. Always make sure your mud pan is no less than 1 inch thick at the drain. And at the walls all the way around should be no less than 2 inches to ensure you have fall. So we always use a mag float or a bullet float. And the mud that we use should not be this way. It should be more consistent, like this, which is drier and much thicker. Well, what I'm doing is spreading the mud out and then also trying to have fall from this corner here to here, so it'd be like this. You should have fall there, and that's where, when you get where you think you're close, put the level on there. Just make sure that it has fall. You know, make sure it has plenty of fall. It looks good. We want the mud bed to be no less than 1 inch thick at the drain and 2 inches on the walls all the way around to assure you have plenty of drain. And as you see, there's a lot of water in this mud pan. What you want to do is make it thicker, because if you add too much water, it's going to make your work a little bit harder. Thanks for joining us today. We did demo, and we installed new Durarock, and then bed liner, and mud bed, and that'd be it for today. We'll see you next episode. So what we've done here is put in red guard, and we put in the paper tape, which you fold and crease into the corners, and then you put, with a brush, put red guard over the top of it. And this is your red guard. So what we're going to do is measure the distance from that wall to that wall and divide it in half, which will be approximately 29 3/4 of an inch. That's center. And then we'll use a level and mark the center line all the way up to make sure that we're going straight and level. This is the way you would like your mud to be, like peanut butter. So when you start laying your tile, you want to start at your reference mark that we spoke about earlier. And start in the middle and work your way out, and then you'll have your cuts on the outside edges. So when you put the mud on the tile, you want to make sure it's evenly and not a glob here or there. You want it to be smooth and even. So when you stick it to the wall, it's going to be nice and flat. Like so. Hey guys, welcome back to Seashore Tile install. And we're grouting today. And you always want to make sure your grout is like peanut butter thick, which is like this. And you don't want it too watery, otherwise it sinks in and it doesn't fill in properly. And then when you wipe, you always wipe it once over, flip over the sponge, and you would do it again, and then you rinse it out. And same process over and over until it's completely clean, no haze on the tile. Okay guys, these are the tools we're going to need to install a sliding glass door. So installing the threshold, you want to make sure you find center of your threshold before you put the silicone on the metal. So we can flip it over and we'll install the silicone on the back side. So what we do when we install the slide pieces is you slide it over your threshold, set it against the wall, you use a 4-foot level, you make sure it's level. And after it's level, you mark it on one side, then you mark your holes. There's 2 holes. So after you drill the holes, you put in a 1/4 inch anchors or whatever anchors, what drill bit you use, you have to use the same kind of anchors. So after you drill the holes and you put your anchors in, on both side pieces you want to put silicone. That your caulk is completely sealing the inside of the shower, and after you do the whole side, you come back and you can use soapy water on your index finger and wipe it down, and the soapy water keeps it from sticking to your finger. So when you install the grab bars, you have 2 choices. You can have it straight like this, and you would mark here, here, and here. So after drilling holes, you want to put the anchors in, just like you did for a sliding glass door. Alright guys, thanks for joining us. This is, as you see, final product for a remodel, and stay tuned for our next remodel.